The Tampa Bay Inferno women's professional football team promotes the growth and development of women's sports by providing a positive environment to excel athletically and develop holistically. On and off the field, player JenMarshall is the embodiment of this mission.
My name is JenMarshall. I've been playing professional football in a women's league for 3 years now. Before that, I was playing college softball at Presbyterian College. I was a catcher for 4 years. Been an athlete my whole entire life. Today I manage a gym. I've been doing it since 2015. So every morning when I wake up for work, it's really not like I'm coming to work. I get to be with athletes, people trying to better their life every single day.
But in November 2018, an inexplicable pain slowed down her active lifestyle.
I was working out one morning and I had stepped onto elliptical after finishing a weights workout. And after stepping on, I felt that something was kind of uncomfortable. So I figured, okay, I'm going to take the rest of the day off. Next day I woke up and I was bent over at a 90-degree angle. Couldn't stand up, couldn't walk to the restroom. My husband was having to help me get around the house. So most of my pain was located right in the central of my tailbone. I did have a lot of numbness and tingling going from my low back all the way to the top of my knee down the side. It was kind of a stabbing pain anytime I tried to bend over, pick anything up, even something as light as taking out the trash. It was like a catch, so it's like it took your breath away. Kind of had to bend over for a few seconds, do this awkward squat to get it to go away until the nerve would kind of release and let me stand back up. So it felt like I was constantly being stabbed by a knife right in my tailbone.
She watched her daily activities diminish as she grew dependent on others to function.
It was affecting me every single day. You know, when I wake up in the morning, I was having to roll out of bed. Sometimes my husband was having to come pick me up to get me moving a little bit. I had to start with some heat in the morning to loosen everything up to get me going. I'd get to work, getting out of my car sometimes it'd take me a little bit. Simple things around the gym, taking out the trash, couldn't do that anymore. Just cleaning up, bending over, you know. I was not sleeping very good at all. Flipping, I'd go from laying on my back to flipping over to my stomach, trying my sides, but with the tingling down my leg, that would act up even more when I was on my side, so there really wasn't anywhere comfortable.
Jen tried conservative treatments to ease her pain. But after 4 months without relief, she contacted the Bonati Spine Institute for some permanent help.
I went to my chiropractor that morning that I couldn't stand up. We got MRIs done. We were trying decompression with my chiropractor. We tried, a little bit of massage. We tried a epidural. We did epidural in January, and still at that point, nothing was helping. Still had the stabbing going on. It was actually getting worse. And that's when I found Bonati about the first week of February. I went to go chat with them. My mom has been working there since we originally moved to Florida. I was in middle school. She is a nurse in there, so she's seen every single day, everyone that comes in, everyone that goes out. We hear about all the patients, how they're doing, and the success. I've seen the success.
Jen met with Bonati neurosurgeon Dr. Miguel Lisplanels, who analyzed her diagnostic imagery and discussed what the surgical summary would require to fully alleviate her pain.
I did already have MRIs done, so I got to bring those with me, so that kind of got me ahead of the game. When we got in there, Elaine came and checked me out, did my full physical, checked my strength, my reflexes, where my pain was, all that. And then I got to see Dr. Liss afterwards and start the procedure of what he saw, what he recommended at that point. He told me that I did have a herniation going on at my lower level of L5-S1. However, the numbness and tingling I had going down the side of my leg, he said was caused from a level above, so they had to go at my L4, L5 first. My first procedure was done on February 28th, and my second one was just a couple weeks later on March 21st. And they told me I had a full conversation about where my pain was, how everything felt. On the second procedure, I do remember a little bit more. I remember telling them that I felt great. They said I had a big smile on my face. But as far as during it, I don't remember a whole lot of it, to be honest with you.
Once a procedure is finished, guests are moved to the post-op area and a walking test is conducted to be sure once again the pain from the targeted area is eliminated.
And then I remember within a matter of 2 to 3 minutes, Dr. Liss came in, asked me to stand up and go for a walk. I was kind of confused, like, how am I supposed to walk right after back surgery? I got up, walked about 50 feet, turned around, came back, and I felt incredible. I put clothes on within a matter of 30 minutes, got dressed. My sister walked me out to the car and we went home, sat on the couch, kind of took a little nap, but felt pretty good. Woke up, iced, and the main thing they told me was keep walking, keep walking, keep walking. After my first procedure, all the numbness in my leg was completely gone. I had no tingling, I had all feeling back. I could scratch the side of my leg and feel that I was scratching it. A lot of the stabbing pain in the center of my spine felt a lot better. So right afterwards, I kept saying, you know, I got some glute pain. Is this going to go away? Is it going to relieve in a little while? They said, let's give it some time. Gave it about 2 weeks, and I said, okay, something still feels funny because I got the glute pain. That's when Dr. List reminded me that I do still have the issue at the L5S1. So that is the next level that we were going to have to go after, because that's where the glute pain was then coming from. All the other symptoms were relieved from the first surgery. So after the second surgery, glute pain was completely gone. I had no pain whatsoever, no tingling, no numbness, no pain. I felt the symptoms go away after the second one about 4 days after surgery. Once the soreness of the incision was gone, all the inflammation kind of let up a little bit.
A question most asked of the Bonati Spine Institute is, what will the recovery time be? Every guest is different, but most are free to return to their normal activities in just a short time.
He cleared me to start working out lightly, riding a bike, no more than 15 pounds, about 2 weeks after surgery. Pedaling the bike felt great, kept him updated, told him I felt really good, told him my weights felt really good. Work, everything was fine. I was able to start taking out trash lightly, still not going overboard because I knew that I still had, you know, some work done that I had to give time. We're about 3.5 weeks out of my second surgery now, and I'm able to do pretty much anything, still to an extent with weight limits because he doesn't want me pushing it too much, but I'm able to do, you know, assisted pull-ups now. I'm riding a bike. I'm walking continuously at an incline on treadmills. I can do push-ups again. I can, you know, take trash out of the house. I can get out of bed, no problem. I mean, I'm happy to come in every morning. I want to keep doing more and more. My employees can tell that, you know, I'm just excited to be back to the athlete I knew I was when I was in college and a couple years after college. Dr. Bonati, all his staff, Dr. List, who did my surgery, they go in great detail about, you know, what you're looking at. I had no idea what, you know, discs were and what herniations were and all that. And just by calling them over the phone, they explain all that to you and make you feel more comfortable. You're in great hands once you enter that place, and even after you leave, you always have a contact that you can reach out to if you have any other issues going on.